Let's get into Step Around Johnny, the rhythmic arrangement. As I mentioned before, this is not vastly different from the melodic arrangement. We've removed a couple of the drop thumb melodic ideas. That's basically it. Otherwise, we're keeping a lot of the strum-based stuff because that works really well for what I call a rhythmic arrangement. On this first measure, we'll get started. This is over a C chord. We're also going to be adding, while we're playing over that C chord, this second fret note on the third string. It's not a note of the C chord, it's an A note. If we weren't using the capo, that would be an A note. And it's the sixth of the chord, so it's not quite in the chord. It's a friendly note to the chord, though. So we can get away when we're playing pretty fast with playing that over the chord. And it won't sound too fancy or too contemporary. If you play it slowly and just strummed it, it has kind of a modern sound, but when you play it quicker, it'll get rid of that tendency to sound out of place. So a few ways you can do this. If you look in the tab, you notice the strum right here is purposely avoiding the first string, and that's because if we're just using our index finger to play these second fret notes, we have to remove the finger from the second fret, pulling the goalie here, and then use that to hammer on here on the second fret on the third string. So we do that and we strum all the way through, get that open first string, and that won't be good. That's not what we're looking for. So we can either replace our index finger with our second finger, and that'll free up our index to actually do these hammer-on notes. Do all the other notes that need to happen in the next two measures. Or we can just jump back and forth to catch that C chord note, or you can just be really careful not to play that first string open. I'm going to stop harping on that. Hopefully that made sense. If not, ignore it. Just watch and repeat. Alright, so the first measure, I'm going to go ahead and play with this alternate fingering. Second measure, I'm still holding the same shape in the same way. Then we go to the third measure. It's the same as the first, so if you're using the alternate finger, you can stay where you are. The third measure is actually a little different than the first. I lied to you. just barely. And here we go to the fourth measure where we just hold that C chord again. We're going to slide into it.